Michelle Obama can talk. We all know that. Anyone who was alive during her husband's initial run for the presidency knows just how much she can talk. In fact, if you recall, she talked so much that campaign handlers for Michelle ended up shutting her down and cloaking her altogether for the remainder of the run after her controversial comments about how for the first time in her life, she was proud of her country. It wasn't the first time either. For all intents and purposes, she was silenced throughout most of Barack Hussein Obama's first term with barely a peep from her. Only after she instituted the draconian kids lunch measures did she really begin to open up her mouth in copious quantities once again. It appears that she is on a tear once more, doing at least one speech a week, commanding enormous purses, $250,000 to $400,000 for each, and doing so without a single camera, photo, recording, or journalist allowed. If that doesn't make sense to you, join the many news organizations who are equally confused. Some believe that this is a test for the beginning of a 2020 presidential run. The liberal media has been covering up Michelle Obama's shocking behavior at recent public events as she crisscrosses the country making a ton of cash at speaking events. If this was just a one-time thing, it could be excused, but this has happened time and time again. Of course, Michelle knows she has the mainstream media in her pocket, and they will protect her at all costs. However, we have uncovered what she is hiding. Michelle Obama has been jetting all over the country, appearing at various events as the keynote speaker. We know she is raking in cash, getting anywhere between $250,000 to $400,000 per event. Many see her as testing the waters for a run in 2024 president, and her latest upcoming trip to Connecticut only cements that notion. But before we get to that, there is something really strange in her behavior that the mainstream media refuses to address. Michelle is doing at least one speaking engagement per week for the last 2 months. While most speakers beg the media to cover their speaking engagements, Michelle is implementing a complete blackout. Not only is the media not able to attend, but before she comes out on stage, an announcer tells the audience there are to be no pictures or videos taken. Staffers are out in the audience making sure no one uses their cell phone. This has been happening since June 2017. Now we have it happening again in Connecticut, and the local press isn't too happy. Press not welcome at sold-out Bushnell speech by Michelle Obama, reports the Hartford Courant. The report adds, Doris Sugarman, co-founder and executive director of the Connecticut Forum, said Obama's agent, the Harry Walker Agency, stipulated that the speech be closed to the media. Press credentials are just not available, Sugarman said. The agency could not immediately be reached for comment. As you can tell by the comments of those involved in Connecticut, they are finding it rather odd, and it is odd. So, what could be the rationale behind the media blackout? This is only speculation, but 2 things come to mind. 1. She is running for president and her advisors do not want certain anti-Trump things that she is saying out there making her look like she is going low. We know from those who have attended these talks that she has made veiled anti-Trump comments. Many who believe that this is a pre-run up to 2020 may have valid points. I'm of the opinion that she will not be running, that this is actually one of those situations where she is making money hand over fist, and that is anathema of what the party pretends to stand for, and for which Bernie Sanders supporters nailed Hillary. If you recall, she was blocking the release of transcripts of speeches she gave to high-end supporters in Wall Street and other corporate leaders because it gave the impression that she was all about the money and not about the people. I believe this is exactly what Michelle is doing, and her husband, obviously not finished politicking, has decided that she should keep things on the down low for now.